So this stuff just writes itself. It really does. So you see this person right here, this individual, and these are the same people you've seen time and time again, whining how no one wants to employ them. Like, oh, I don't understand why people don't want to hire Gen Z or whatever. It's because there's a trend that goes along with people who look like who look like this. And you're about to hear this person say something, and in your mind, you're going to think, this is why you people have such a hard time finding a job or finding employers who want to hire you. This is the very reason. So let's listen to what this individual has to say.
Two things to know. I'm non-binary. I go by they, them. And I work in a store that is pretty much all women. So whenever they're like addressing us or when they're talking, they're always like, hey ladies. So I've taken it upon myself as someone that is non-binary to use this to not listen. And whenever anyone addresses a group as ladies, I am not included. So when they say, hey ladies, let's like stop talking, or hey ladies, let's like get to work, I will do none of it because you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. So I will not listen to anything that is said when it is started with, hey ladies. I'm a theydy, not a lady, a theydy.
Yeah, you probably sat there and said, yeah, this is the reason why. This entitlement that these fucking people have, this I don't have to go along with anyone else, or because you don't address me by my personal the pronouns I prefer, that I don't have to listen to you, and especially in a place of business. And then these people get fired or whatever, and they sit there wondering why no one wants to hire someone like them. Gee, can't imagine why. Besides the fact that you go in looking like your head's fucking on fire, you've got stupid crap on with your fucking your eyebrows, of course, the septum piercings, the piercing right there, just metal all in their fucking face. You got vagina clock earrings, tattoos all over. You know, maybe between that and your personality, you seem to come off as very condescending, you come across as very entitled, because again, this is a place of business. They really don't have to deal with your bullshit. You're not as irreplaceable as you think. So, if they say, hey ladies, and you refuse to listen, don't act surprised when they fire you for constant insubordination, because it's not going to be a sexist thing or whatever you're going to claim it is. It's going to be a fact that you just refuse to listen and do as you're told, because they don't refer to you as your with your proper pronouns. So it's not they're sexist or they're this. No, you're going to a job and refusing to do said job because, oh my god, they hurt my feelings. They know I'm non-binary. They know I'm not, and they said, hey lady, so I'm entitled not to have to do anything now. I don't know what your fucking liberal college professor said, or your liberal teachers, or your fucking liberal parents, or whatever. That's not how the world works. You're there to do a job. If you can't perform said job, again, don't be surprised when they say, hey, you're fired. You know, and then you'll be, I got fired today. I don't understand why no one wants to hire people who look like me. I've said numerous times, one, the way you look, you're representing a company, and right now I'm taking care of an elderly woman, so I don't have to worry about how I look because she's 86 years old, has dementia, and she doesn't even remember me half the time. But when I worked at Subway not too long ago, I haven't worked there in a couple months, but I like to wear the shirt. It's comfortable. Still had long hair, tie back. And this gets shaven down to about that, long. I abide by the standards. If I'm told to do something, I do it. That's why you're there, to do the job. If you refuse to do said job, again, don't be surprised when your boss decides to go all Trump on you and say that you're fired. Again, the entitlement with these people are through the roof. I don't know where these people have heard that it's okay to just go into a place of business, work at this place and just disrespect everyone. But your little Lala Delulu land, it's not a real place. So maybe you should get back on your medication and start living in the real world with the rest of us. Because you're probably in your 20s and you're acting like this, grow the fuck up. Again, you people wonder why no one wants to hire individuals who look like you or act like you. You're a prime example. The entitlement. Bosses, or whether it be owners or managers or assistant managers or team leads or whatever, these higher ups don't want to have to deal with this bullshit. This constant insubordination because, oh no, they know I'm non-binary, but they didn't call me by that, so I feel like I don't have to do anything because they didn't address me. They don't feel like dealing with it. They're there to run a business. They're there to make money. They're not there to cater to your fucking delusional needs. Simple as that. If you want someone to cater to your delusional needs, good luck. I think from Dark Knight, the part with Lucius, when the guy comes in and kind of exposes that he kind of knows who Batman is and all that, or thinks he knows, and Lucius just kind of like, good luck. It's pretty much like that. Just good luck. Good luck, because you're gonna need it. It gives my heart great joy to realize if a disaster of some sort is heading to a group of ladies and I yell, hey ladies, move. This person will not move. I don't even turn on the volume when I see the nose ring. I'm a little leftist, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and my brains fall out. I mean, that would require having brains in the first place, but... Is this new eyebrow trend a thing? Is this a new eyebrow trend thingy? Interesting. I don't respond to hey ladies either. I do sometimes, just to fuck around with people. Because, people are like, oh, well, what if you were misgendered? I don't fucking care. I've been misgendered before. I've worked at Ingles, and someone saw me from behind and I had long hair. They're like, excuse me, ma'am, do I fucking throw a hissy fit? No, I turn around, they see the facial hair, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've been whistled at by, it was like 11:30 at night, and I was walking home, and of course, it's dark out, and all you see is this figure with long hair, and cars slowly driving by, and, they're whistling, and they're like, hey, baby, and then they get in front of me, and the guy is able to turn around and see me, and he got in that car real fucking fast, like he was out, like with his head out the window, and then as soon as he saw me, he got back in. So I'm not gonna sit there, oh my god, I was catcalled. No, I think if someone misgenders me, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Like, fuck. That employer should have seen this coming. Exactly. This is why employers don't want to hire these kinds of people. They're too high maintenance. You see them how many times they're like, oh my god, we demand $30 an hour. Oh my god, I decided to quit the job after 2 days. I can't believe so many people do this. I can't handle it. I was misgendered today. Grow a fucking pair. You're sitting there non-binary and you want to whine like a bitch. Grow a pair. Or those people who want to identify as male despite being biologically women. Well, time to do and say what you people tell us. Just get over it. You want to be a man? Now you gotta deal with all the shit that men have to deal with. We just get told to get over it. So no one wants to hear you whining about it. No one wants to see your tears. You want to be a man? Then be a man. Don't go halfway. But, two things. I don't care. Also, don't care. And the employer hired this lady. Big mistake. I it's not a lady, but it is female. The presence of the nose ring reduces the value of her opinion by at least 90%. The tattoos. Don't forget the tattoos. She seems fun. But when they yell, "Hey clowns," she's right there. How long do you think they kept that job? I'm unemployable. Soon she'll be fired. I would fire her. If you have to bend around this nonsense, your company will suffer. Exactly. She gives us at least 20 reasons why she's not employable. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They like to look at themselves. Always the same stuff. Yeah. Again, there's a reason why employers don't want to deal with this. Because they all fucking do this crap. Now, not all of them, but the ones who are on like this, the ones who are going online on TikTok and recording themselves whining, it's because of them that actual hardworking Gen Zers aren't able to really get that job because the employers have experience with that. With people who look like her, who come in not wanting to do the job, throwing hissy fit because, oh my god, someone fucking misgendered me, and they don't want to deal with it. So there are plenty of hardworking Gen Zers out there trying to get a job, you know, maybe their first job or whatever, saving up for a car or a house or whatever. You know, because some of them like to move out at a young age. I mean, not that young. I'm 8 years old and I'm ready to live on my own. Dude, this isn't fucking Pokemon. You can't just go out on a journey at like 8, 9, 10 years old. Get the fuck back in this house. You know, but you know, you have these people who are in their late teens, early 20s who may look like this, but are perfectly fine, hardworking people. And it's fucking cunts like this that ruin it for everyone else. Like, the world does not revolve around you. I don't know what moron told you that, but that's not how you know, your career or your, you know, how society works. Sorry to break it to you. Also, Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus are not real either, so. Because if you believe people care about you that much, because you identify something, surely you must believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy. Oh yeah, the Easter Bunny's not real either. Also, your parents are deeply ashamed of you, despite what they say. But it's easy. You go to work, you do your fucking job. If you have a problem doing said job, the job that you, in fact, read to do right there on the application says, are you able to perform the duties of. If you're not able to do that, then fucking leave. And then they can bring in someone who actually wants the job. But this fucking generation where just these kinds of people, again, not all of them, thinking the world revolves around them. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.